Welcome to my channel. This video is focused on my robotic arm with pneumatic hand, made of fischertechnik. Last time I ended with a problem with the motor that rotates the hand, rotating the wrist as it were. And it turns out that there's a problem with the position and the mounting of this motor together with the chain that ultimately drives it. Apart from all the rest that has been checked, like wiring, which I did last time, and some more stuff, that now I try to focus on improving the motor and the chain. So let's get to it and change to screencast. Seen from the back side of the motor, the control from the software is left. So at the beginning it runs like this, pulling the chain. When this switch is being pulled, the only effect that it has is that the motor changes direction. So it pulls both ways, but the controlled direction is through. So what does that mean for the mounting of this motor? And it actually doesn't really matter as long as the chain is on the gear, but also that I have to make some way to keep the motor in place. And that's a little bit of a challenge right here. How to do that? This is not a full stone or full block height that I need. More like 2 parts or something. And then some plate that runs over it. So let me get to try that one. In order to get this construction on top of here, I can remove this part, shove this in, hopefully it fits. With some effort it does fit, and get this in again. Unfortunately the neighbor has a barking dog. Very annoying. And now it's mounted. So with this mounting action I hope that the motor problems are over. The only thing is I need to remove this again because there is a chain that needs to be applied. And after this reconstruction or refitting the chain, I need to test it. So that's what I'm going to do with very much respect to the behavior of the wrist and the hand. So I'll start the algorithm and see whatever happens. Apart from the wrist not working, there's something else I forgot to do. Bringing the chain to tension. Because without the tension it won't work, it will slip over the gear, which happened before. So the question is, how do I tension the chain? That is by moving the gear, and so also the motor, more to the outside, away from the pivot, the wrist pivot. But how to do that? That's a very good question I have to find the answer to. I was talking about moving the motor outwards, but that has to wait because there is, on closer inspection, a different problem which must be solved first. And that is the alignment of the gears, because let's say the pivot is right here, then it turns out the gear of the motor is here. So it has to be here, but it is here. That is why the gear gets pulled off of the motor when it runs. And that is a big problem. So I not only need to move this motor outwards, I also need to move it forward. And that means a big reconstruction as far as I can see it. But how to do it? That's a big question. And I'm not completely sure how to accomplish it. So let's take everything apart and then see how or if and how things can be improved. And as I hold the motor in my hands, or anyway the mounting of the motor, it is aligned. That means that I have to change a few things to keep it that way. And that won't be too easy in the current setup. So how to exactly accomplish it, I'll have to see. Now the gears are aligned and the chain is in tension, or under tension, whatever you call it in English. However, this needs to be fixed, which is the part the motor is resting on, and this needs to be fixed. And by fixed I mean connected to the frame. So this is a two-part problem, because how do I fix it without destabilizing the rest? I could remove these holding parts, but will that be enough to create a fixation moment? And there's yet another problem, because this solution creates a problem that I cannot put this back in place. So one solution creates two problems, or actually three. And yeah, I think that is something for another time. I would like to give solutions right now, but this solution where I actually fix the motor like that is the same way as I fixed the motor here, and I fixed the motor here the same way, so that is all functional, so that is the best way. But the rest is a big question, and I would like to have it fixed once and for all, but I have done so many modifications in the past that I don't think that will work out. And another thing is, why doesn't the pivot work in the first place? Why doesn't the motor start? I think that has to do with this sensor constantly being pressed. So I also have to give attention to the timing and sensoring of this motor, the hand pitch, because that didn't work that well either. Enough work to do, but like I said, for another time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up and click the bell for notification. Leave a comment or suggestion, very much appreciated. And you can also support via PayPal, Ko-fi and by becoming a patron. You can also visit my website for more fischertechnik and embedded projects. This is obviously going to be continued. For now, have a great day, stay safe, take care, bye.